Right, it appears I'm live. I didn't actually realise I was live already. This is the first time I've gone live on Facebook. Um, it's not something that I've been interested in before, but let's see. Hope everyone is doing okay. I'm going to talk about my forthcoming album today, Music to Make Movies To. Um, Hello Ryan, nice to see you, bro. As always, hope things are okay your end. I doubt I'm going to get a lot of views initially, but I'll just wait for a couple more viewers and then I'll get talking about music to make movies to. So like I said, this is the first time I've gone live. I would have loved to have shown you some preview clips. Hopefully, if I can work out how to do it, I'll show you some preview clips. But let's start off. So, music to make movies to. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I've gone live, mate. I'm just going to talk about the album and just talk about the inspiration behind it, and yeah, it's going to be great. So yeah, let's crack on. So, music to make movies to. Well, as people watching probably already know, I used to be very heavily into rap music. I used to make rap music predominantly under the name Big G. Very juvenile name. It's a name that I carried all the way from school. And I decided at the beginning of my education, sort of second time round, a couple of years ago, nah, rap's not what I want to do. I'm not gonna make it as a famous rapper. So I changed my specialism to wanting to make music for film and TV. It's going absolutely amazingly. I'm swamped with work, albeit, I mean, it is free projects at the moment. I've got a couple of small paid ones, but I've got some fantastic news in terms of what's going on. So, for example, on the 27th of May, that's obviously when I'll be completely finished with uni, so I'll have freedom to just work on like any music that I want to work on. Also in June, I'll be writing music for a feature film. It's not a big feature film. It is for a company at college, which is a great place to start. But I've got plans, and I'm really excited to be doing this. So music to make movies to. Where did the idea come from? Well, literally we've got this assignment with college, but putting that aside, it was actually an idea that I wanted to work with for a long time. So when I was Big G, I actually wanted to release an album called Urban Poetry, but it actually turns out that nah, it just wasn't meant to be. And I was saying since 2012, oh yeah, urban poetry's coming, and it just never came. Whereas music to make movies to, one day I was just sat, I think I was writing some music for a film called Black, White and Blood, that I did the music for. And literally, I was coming up with some chord progressions on the piano, and I was like, oh yeah, I really like that. And then all of a sudden I thought, bugger it, let's put a hip hop beat to it, and so I played around with some drums, and yeah, that's how that came about really. And from there I produced the first song, and that was a song which is going to be the single from the album called Hero for Hire. Um, Hero for Hire. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, I know it's forgotten about. It might happen one day. We'll see how this other album does. But yeah, so I created Hero for Hire, and I had the instrumental to Hero for Hire, and I actually had no plans for that song. It was just literally just to get it out there because it sounded so good, and when I had the headphones on, you had all the dopamine and endorphins running. It was absolutely incredible. So yeah, I got that put together, and then all of a sudden I was playing a game called Resident Evil 2. I don't know if you guys know it. It's an absolute banger of a game, and I'm talking about the original, not the remake. I was playing it with a mate. Shout out to Owen Reese, love you, mate. And yeah, literally, we were going to the save room in Resident Evil 2, and all of a sudden this music comes on. Dun, 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 dun. I can't sing, but that's basically how the tune went. And then literally, as we were playing it, Owen was actually in charge of the controller at the time. All of a sudden I just start beatboxing over the top. And just came up with this really like sort of trap style. I don't make trap music, but came up with this like trap style like beatbox. Just yeah. RE2 remake is better. I can't really comment, mate, because I haven't played enough of it. So it probably is now. I've played the original again as an adult. I will give it another blast. But anyway, I sampled that track, and the idea was to make a song called Evil Resident. So if you haven't already heard it, check it out on my channel. It's literally called Resident Evil 2. It's called Evil Resident, and it features the fantastic Leah May from the band Emmeline. They're a sort of, I think they describe themselves as like a grunge rock band. Apologies if I've got that wrong, but I think the type of music they make is grunge rock. It's really good. Leah's very talented. She's an amazing songwriter. And yeah, I'm just super pleased with all the features that I've managed to get. I'll talk about Evil Resident quickly. So yeah, I've released the lyric video. That's doing quite well, for a man who's not famous. It's doing okay, and I'm really happy with it. It turned out great. Obviously, the version of the song that you hear against the video at the moment is not the final version. It's obviously going to sound a lot brighter, just a lot more crisp when it's done. Hef, basically I want to be Charlie Sheen from Yeah, you're absolutely right, mate. What was one of the jingles? Because they were in the supermarket, weren't they? And his grandson Jake says, "Oh, I like that cereal," and Charlie says, "Oh yeah, your Uncle Charlie wrote the theme tune," and then they were singing it in the middle of the supermarket. Yeah, I do remember that episode. It's a great episode. But anyway, so yeah, Evil Resident. Literally, it started off with just like the instrumental, me rapping to it, and it sounded so like I went in hard on the song. I think with it being my first actual rap recording since sort of getting rid of Big G, it turned out superbly. I went in hard on that, and the lyrics were really good as well. I'm not one to blow my own trumpet, just this album is going to be a compilation of all my best stuff. So you're going to have film style music mixed with my rap roots, and it is going to be absolutely banging. And Evil Resident, as I was saying, to start with, it was just the rap verses that I had, and I played it to Leah, and she was like, "Gaz, this is really good, but the chorus sounds really empty." She's like, "Do you mind if I have a go?" And I was like, "Oh mate, that would be amazing. You're an absolutely incredible singer. You're an absolutely incredible singer." And she was like, "Okay, let's come up with something." So she came up to where I record, and yeah, literally within about 10 minutes we had something recorded. She's just so versatile. She can adapt really well to any situation, and she's just a great person, a great musician, and thank you ever so much, Leah. I know you're not watching. I think you're actually having a jam at the moment, but yeah, huge thank you. Evil Resident. It's all about that voice that lives inside your head that tells you that you can't do something, or tells you that you can do something, that you should do something, but it's the wrong thing to do. And it's about the frustration you have against that voice in your head, hence the evil residence. You've got this evil resident living in your head. If you haven't checked it out already, you can see it on both my personal profile and my Music by Night page. I'm going to talk a little bit about Hero for Hire. I know I touched on the instrumental a little bit, but Ryan's actually watching, and as this is going to be the single from the album, it's going to be my best piece. So yeah, literally the instrumental was incredible. It was absolutely incredible, and it literally, as I was playing it and sort of mixing and arranging the volumes and stuff, like the hairs on the back of my neck were standing up. That's when you know you're onto a really good piece of music. Now, I'm aware that music is subjective, and that not everybody enjoys the same thing, but just the way that I've managed to work the strings, I've managed to like really bring in some really fat snare, like some really slappy snare. and it's just an absolutely brilliant song. So the original plan with Hero for Hire. So Hero for Hire is basically. I'm going to tell your wife you said that, Hef. Christine, is it Christine or Christina? Will not be happy. So as I was saying, with Hero for Hire, I wrote the verses and got it literally recorded. I needed to get it recorded because it was one of those songs that I was just so passionate about. It's one of those songs that I got the verses written pretty quickly. I'm not one of these who say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna write a song within a day or something." It wasn't like that at all. So Hero for Hire, got my parts recorded, and then I was like, "Mate, I need Ryan on this bad boy," and so I arranged for Ryan to come round to where I record, and he listened to the song and he's like, "Mate, I'm not sure I can actually hear Dave on this." Referring to Dave Bird, I can hear Dave on this. I was like, "Are you sure, mate?" He's like, "Yeah, I can hear Dave on this. Have you got anything else? Like, because I want to feature on your album." Which, Ryan, I absolutely love you, mate. Like, you've put up with a lot of shit from me, and you were still there for me to feature on my album. So just a big shout out, bro. Got a lot of love for you, man. So yeah, I put on another song that I'd written called. I originally called it a love song. Because the album is like quite a concept album, it's all themes that you'll find throughout films. I decided to call it a love story. So at this point, I had verses and I had the idea for the chorus. I had the chorus written, but it was too high for me. It goes, I love you, and I know we should be together. An eternity with you wouldn't last forever. Whereas Ryan, like, he's just got that incredible voice and he's got that crisp tone, and so I sang to him the parts that I wanted, and then he's like, "Yeah, man, I can give that a go. Of course, I can give that a go." So I hit record, and literally, it was recorded within 10 minutes. 10 minutes, mate, like literally, and it sounded so beautiful, and it was almost like it was meant to be. So I messaged Dave and just said, "Oh, Dave, plans have changed. Can you record on Hero for Hire for me?" So, but with this song that I called a love story, Ryan said, "Oh, I don't really like the title, mate. Are you sure about the title?" And I was like, "Oh." So I explained to him sort of the reasoning behind it, and he was like, "Nah, a love story is a bit cheesy." So he looked for the lyrics, or was sort of listening, and he's like, "I really like that title, Border the Quiet." And I was like, "Mate, that is banging. That is the new title for the song." So yeah, got album artwork all done and completed. That's all done. Evil Resident, got a live video. Again, if you haven't seen it, go on my channel. Music by Night with a 1 in the night. KN1GHT. In fact, you'll already be on the channel. It's on the pinned post. All you got to do is click play. It's not difficult. It's an absolute banger. It samples the music from Resident Evil 2, the original. I'm not sure how much the music's changed in the remake. I'm really interested to see how that goes. Like in terms of the save room, for example, they have that theme. Whether they keep that similar theme in the remake, but just like better mix, more HD if you like. So yeah, it's been a fantastic journey, and I'm pleased to say that I've actually got stuff to be getting on with. I'm not only doing my album, I'm currently working on a film called The Cure, which is for a company called 120 Media, via the college. Yeah, that's the save room theme, bro. So I've got a project called The Cure, and what the director's done, she's called Becky, fantastic director, she's definitely going places, but she really captured like how COVID affected us as like a family dynamic and as a social dynamic, and it really gave me the opportunity to like play with themes, and you keep seeing this little girl throughout who is acting as like the main character, like the superhero sister. And yeah, literally, whenever you see the little girl, you hear this like cling, cling, cling on the piano as like just like a little memory. That works really well. Thanks, Ryan. You're an absolute legend. So I got the first draft of the music done, and submitted it to Becky, and I've got some changes to make now, but they're all changes that can be made, and I'm happy to do those changes now. Following that, I've got a 1 minute piece of music to write for an advert for the college. That'll be next, and then I've got a project for a short film called The Letter, again by another 120 media student. I'm really looking forward to that one as well, but I can't give any information on that one because I don't have it. I've not sort of started that project yet. So as soon as I start that project, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go live and take you through the composition process, and share my screen inside my workstation so that you can get an idea of how I build my strings, how I build my horns, like where I get my sounds from. And yeah, I'm just really excited to share everything I've got going on with you. And then over the summer, I think I've already mentioned, but I'm writing a 90-minute film. No, the film's been written, the script's been written, should I say. 90-minute film, which I'll be doing the music for, and that is hoping, fingers crossed, going to be a paid position. I've also got the Hero for Hire music video. Now, the original plan was to release that on the same day as the album, but after research and like looking and arranging sort of production meetings with 120 Media, that just isn't possible. So there's going to be some behind the scenes photos next Tuesday. So production of the music video does start next Tuesday. I'm really proper excited because I've never had a music video for any of my music. I've been making music since 2001, so 20 years. 2001 was my first ever song. It was called How I Feel. My dad loves that one. Shout out, Dad. You're an absolute legend. What else have I got going on? So, the CD. There is going to be a CD edition of the album available. I'm aware that people don't really use kind of CD players anymore, but nothing beats having that physical edition of something, like having it in your hand and going, yeah. In fact, shout out to Twizzy. This is an album he made sort of about 5 years ago that I bought off him when he was selling it on Facebook. Mine's going to be in a jewel case. It's going to be cellophane wrapped. The album artwork's absolutely incredible. I'm so happy with it. It's going to contain 7 bangers. So let's go through the 7 bangers. So number 1 is going to be the opening credits. That's going to be like a sort of instrumental, very orchestral, very sort of film style, very Hans Zimmer. Everybody knows that I'm heavily inspired by Hans Zimmer, so I had to do like a Hans Zimmer style piece. You've then got that followed up with Evil Resident, which I've already talked about. You've then got that followed up with Hero for Hire, again featuring the incredible Ryan JDC, absolutely incredible vocalist, just such an amazing tone of voice, and it was really great to hear him sing. If you haven't listened to anything by Emmeline or Ryan JDC Music, check out their pages. So Ryan JDC Music, he's in the comments. Check out his music. He's got a banger of a song on there. Ryan, I'm really sorry, bro. I can't remember what the title of the song was called, but I remember you wrote the song and you did this like little is it stop motion video to it, and it was incredible, mate. I was like, oh my god, where have you been for 2 years? And it was just a beautiful song, and yeah, I was so grateful to get you on the album, man. Like so grateful, and I'm glad that it's done, and we're getting there. So 21st of May is going to be the release date of the album. So what have we got? So we're nearly on the 14th, so it's not actually that long. We're on the 11th today, so we've got 10 days until the release. You're going to be able to look at the album on Spotify, listen to the album on Spotify or Apple Music or any of your preferred platforms, Amazon Prime or Amazon Music, whatever. Just quickly before I carry on, the song that I was talking about with Ryan, it's called What I Want to Be, and it's beautiful. There's a particular lyric in there that I liked, something about I couldn't be a I couldn't be a rocket man because I like living on land, or something like that. I couldn't be a, yeah, so something about being a rocket man and not living on land, and I thought that was really cool. I'd have to listen to the song again, and then I can properly remember the lyrics. Again, incredible song, and I know I'm plugging other people's music, but you know what? It's these guys that have inspired me. It's these guys that have given me the kick up the ass. It's these guys that have given me the push to say, Gaz, you can do this, bro. You've absolutely got this. And I'm not being funny. Without Leah, Ryan, Dave, Reagan, absolute legends, I probably wouldn't have made another rap album. It was those guys that are like, no, Gaz, come on, you're a good rapper, you're a good lyricist, just do it. So I thought, yeah, just make a little 7-track album. So we've got Hero for Hire, and then we've got Bored of the Quiet, which I've already talked about, featuring Ryan. It's got a beautiful piano in it as well. Oh, that's stunning. After Bored of the Quiet, we've got a song called Happy Ending. I'm not going to give too much away about that one, but it's as happy as it sounds, Happy Ending. We've then got a song called Closing Credits, which again is going to be very orchestral, very instrumental. And then we're going to be looking at, on the CD version of the album, you'll actually get a remix of Hero for Hire. It's called Hero for Hire, the Director's Cut. It's basically Hero for Hire, just a different variant of with a different production, a more softer, sort of brought down production. And I liked the idea of making a director's cut because, directors make director's cuts of their films, and yeah, I was just really happy to be able to do that. So I'm really glad you guys have tuned in to listen to my album. Now, I mentioned a couple of days ago that I'm going to be giving away a Spotify or Apple Music subscription, a whole year's worth. I'm giving away a whole year of Apple Music or Spotify, depending on what your preferred platform is. So all you need to do, anybody who's watched this video, just drop a comment and say which song you're looking forward to the most off the album. If you do that, I will give you an extra entry into the Apple Music and Spotify subscription. That is a worldwide competition. That is a worldwide competition. So wherever you are in the world, you will be given a Spotify or Apple Music subscription based on wherever you live. Really hyped about that. And the reason I'm offering Spotify or Apple Music subscriptions is, where are you going to go and listen to my stuff if you're not going to buy a CD? It's going to be Apple Music or Spotify. You'll also find music from the incredible Dave Budd. So at Dave Budd Music. He's releasing a sort of country / folk album called Morning Time, and I've been privileged to listen to a few songs off that as well, and that's an absolutely amazing. Of course, Bored of the Quiet's going to be a banger because you're on it, Ryan. I'm just doing the tags for the guys. I think the best thing that we can do for each other is support each other. That's all we can do, and I've had loads of good support from you guys, and I absolutely love you so much, and I would not be doing this without you. I would not be in the place that I am now, and I'm just so grateful to you. All I need to work out now is how I can get more people to listen to my stuff. Spotify costs £3,000 for a year in Denmark. Oh, is that Danish pounds? So what's that? What is that? 300 British pounds? Yeah, Hef, you didn't win the competition, bro. Oh, thank God for that. I was gonna say. So yeah, Spotify or Apple Music subscription. I haven't teamed up with them. I'm not allowed to say that I've teamed up with them when I haven't. This is literally just something I'm offering off my own back. So, Hero for Hire, official music video. Now, it's not going to be one of these crappy budget music videos that, not to take anything away from anyone, but somebody who's working with like a homemade camera or something, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be all professional cameras. It's going to be professionally directed, shot. There's going to be actors. There's going to be, people there taking photos of behind the scenes, and it just sounds amazing. I can't wait. It's only a week to go until I start production of my music video, Hero for Hire, featuring Dave Budd. Now guys, thank you ever so much for tuning in. It's been absolutely lovely talking to you, and don't forget, Music to Make Movies 2 is out on the 21st of May 2021, so we've got 10 days. It will be available to stream on Spotify or Apple Music for free. You can download it off Apple Music. It's going to be £6 for the album to download off Apple Music, which works out just under £1 a track. I mean, you'd spend more than £6 on a bloody coffee. So spend it on something that you can listen to, support a independent local artist, and then about a month later we'll have the Hero for Hire music video. The CD is going to cost £8, and that includes free delivery. That is limited to 50 copies, so only 50 people in the world will have a copy of the Hero for Hire Director's Cut. So make sure, if you want to pre-order one of those 50 CDs, you drop me a message, because I'm so hyped for it. And in fact, I'm that hyped for it, I'm going to work out how to preview some of the tracks for you, because I could play them through the speakers, but the problem is you've got that stream lag. So I'll work out how to do it, and then I'll share some stuff with you guys, give you a couple of sneak previews before the album launch in 10 days. 21st of May 2021, Music to Make Movies 2 by Music by Night. Buy it. Love you guys. You take care.